first signal today that all of a sudden in the U.S. it's a changed political landscape. One of the many Mike Bloomberg offices in Virginia this morning, locked tight, emptied, closed. After winning not a single state Super Tuesday, he's now the latest Democrat to quit this contest and the latest to do this.
I endorse Joe Biden, and I hope you will join me in working to make him the next president of the United States of America.
The path toward that for Joe Biden last night took a giant step forward.
They don't call Super Tuesday for nothing.
Such a big deal. Today, even Donald Trump acknowledged it.
Now I think Joe actually would have the advantage now.
In essence, the Super Tuesday results give Democrats finally a clear choice on how to best take on Trump. The Democratic socialist politics of Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden's push for simply a so-called return to normal, with voters last night, for the most part, choosing the latter. Today, a seemingly frustrated Bernie Sanders painted himself as victim.
There has been never a campaign in recent history which has taken on the entire political establishment, and that is an establishment which is working frantically to try to defeat us.
Still, back in Charlottesburg, Virginia, a state that strongly backed Biden last night, the broad feeling seemed to be, if this is about defeating Donald Trump, maybe Democrat voters are finally figuring it out.
If you're looking at what's good for the entire country, you have to look at Biden.
We might be just rolling in the right direction.
I think that the path is getting clearer.
Okay, Paul, so these two front-runner candidates, they represent such a huge divide in the party. How is this likely to play out over the next few months?
Well, it's now effectively a one or the other choice. Look, this has been the question for Democrats all along. Is this election going to be about policy and ideology, i.e. Bernie Sanders and the view you should be voting for something, for tangible things that'll affect your life, universal health care, for example? Or is this not that election at all? That this is about one thing and one thing only, and that's getting Trump out of the White House, i.e. Joe Biden and what he represents. Get the car out of the ditch and back on the road, end of story. The thinking is that that kind of candidate will attract Republicans who don't like Trump and might vote for a Democrat if that Democrat won't rock the boat. And that's Biden. So what's it going to be? Which path is most important? After all this time, it's now a clear choice, and that's where Democrats are tonight.
All right, Paul Hunter in Washington. Thanks, Paul.